The Dunes Golf and Beach Club, where the sand meets the links and where soon hundreds of the world's best golfers will arrive for the chance to etch their name in the record books.
And as the second annual Myrtle Beach Classic inches closer, we're once again counting down the moments until this storied course welcomes a new champion.
This is Classic Countdown.
Classic Countdown on WMBF is sponsored by these local businesses.
Hello and welcome into Classic Countdown. I'm Tegan Brown, and over the course of the next 30 minutes or so, myself and our Mary Margaret Ellison will be filling you in on everything you need to know before the ONEFlight Myrtle Beach Classic tees off exactly 1 week from today. For those who don't know, it's the name of the Grand Strand's one and only PGA Tour event, a yearly tournament that brings more than 100 of the world's best golfers right here to the self-proclaimed golf capital of the world, with a nearly $4 million purse and 300 FedEx Cup points on the line. Last year was the event's first ever running, and its champion was a first-time tour event winner in Northeast native Chris Gotterup. The then 24-year-old Nicklaus and Haskins Award winner won the tournament by 6 strokes, shooting 22 under in his 27th ever tour start to become the first person to hoist the Classic's trophy and claim its coveted light blue jacket.
But yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good to start the day, and obviously started off with 2 bogeys, but I was more calm than I thought I was going to be. I was definitely more nervous until I got here. But yeah, it was a great day, and definitely up and down, and I wasn't expecting it to just be smooth sailing.
But Gotterup's win was far from the only history made in 2024. Denmark's Thorbjorn Olsen broke the Dunes Golf and Beach Club's course record on the Classic Sunday round, sinking 10 birdies without a single bogey and shooting a 61 on the day, moving up 45 spots on the leaderboard to finish in a 4-way tie for 16th. Another big story was Blades Brown, who made his first ever tour start in last year's Classic, and he was the youngest player in the field at just 16 years old. Brown did not waste any time in his debut, putting the golf world on notice by not just making the cut, but shooting 10 under across the entire tournament, finishing tied for 26th by the time the Classic was said and done. Well, now that you Classic first-timers have a better idea of what you're getting into, let's hand things over to our Mary Margaret Ellison, who's breaking down what patrons can expect this year from the competition out at the Dunes Club.
Tegan, I got a chance to sit down with the Golf Channel's George Savarikas, who tells me the ONEFlight Myrtle Beach Classic offers a perfect and potentially life-changing opportunity for both the young and seasoned golf pros alike. Listen to this.
If you've seen the additional events that the PGA Tour has, they have a handful throughout the year, and you get a mix of winners. Sometimes it's a young guy like Chris Gotterup, who's just starting his career on the PGA Tour. This year, there have been 2 additional events I've been a part of in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. In Puerto Rico, you had a rookie who won in his 3rd start, Carl Phillips, who's a young phenom. In Dominican Republic, you had Garrick Higo, a guy who had won early in his career, got injured, just got his 2nd win at 25. Sometimes you'll get a veteran who's fallen on hard times and gets a win, but more often than not, you're seeing potential names in the future that could be among the game's elite, and this is their starting point or launching pad.
But one sneaky competitor out on the course will be none other than Mother Nature.
So much of it is weather dependent. If the wind is up right off the Atlantic, then the course can play completely different if there's a calm day. So, and that could change from day to day, or you could have a really windy week where it's really tough. Last year, Chris Gotterup won with a winning score of 22 under. 2nd place was 16 under. So I think a lot of that'll be condition dependent. You have the 9th hole with the Atlantic Ocean right in the background, that stretch of 9 through 13. Probably the most memorable stretch that the Dunes Club has. So part of the course is either exposed to the Atlantic Ocean or you're right nearby. So that's kind of the big X factor on what we're going to see.
And no matter what the forecast holds, Savarikas tells me he's just happy to see the highest level of golf return to a place where the game is so special to so many.
Yeah, I mean, the course is top 100 in the country, considered one of the best, if not the best, in Myrtle Beach and the Grand Strand. So was exciting to see that that was the venue that they picked for the Myrtle Beach Classic. I think it's kind of the best foot forward or best encapsulation of what that golf community stands for, to have that layout be the spot that we get to see when we're broadcasting on Golf Channel. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a staple on the PGA Tour. I mean, it's such a natural fit when you have 100+ courses in the area, and known as such a golf hotbed in the country, that it should have an annual PGA Tour event. I think for guys that either grew up in South Carolina or have familiarity with Myrtle Beach, then it'll be a place that feels like a second home when they're able to get back there and play that event on the PGA Tour.
The ONEFlight Myrtle Beach Classic isn't just making waves for the spectacular play it offers right along the Atlantic coast, but for its unique qualifier played months in advance. I got a chance to speak to one of the competitors who actually played in it and could just be a single round away from the opportunity of a lifetime.
Just to have the opportunity to be one round away from a tour start was something that I've never played for, so it was a pretty cool experience for that.
Littlehampton, England's Drew Sykes has been having an entire spring of firsts, ranging from his first year in college to his first Sunbelt Tournament championship victory with Coastal Carolina, to his first ever shot to play at the highest level of golf.
Came back from my coach, Jacob Wilner. He selected me to play in it. He thought I could have a good chance at making a run at it, and yeah, that's how it came about.
Drew's talking about the Q, a one-of-a-kind qualifying event that pits 8 aspiring golf pros against 8 golf content creators, all for a single guaranteed place in the ONEFlight Myrtle Beach Classic's 100+ man field. Drew says that winner-take-all shootout was nerve-wracking, with a tour start coming down to just 18 holes rather than a full weekend of golf.
Obviously, trying not to think about what this shot could mean or what it could lead to was also quite a big challenge. It was just really challenging to try and find where I sat and what was going on.
And for Drew, the high-stakes round wasn't just a chance to prove his worth, but to meet some of his favorites in the realm of social media.
I'm a bit into YouTube golf, so it was quite cool to see some of the people that I've been watching on YouTube, and yeah, some good talent out there, and yeah, it was a really good experience. It's a great thing for the game. I think it's making it a bit more trendy and a bit more sort of breaking away from the old stereotypes of it being such a slow, backward sport, whereas it's really making it quite fun.
And Drew says his online famous qualifier competitors weren't pushovers out on the course, supplementing their millions of views, follows, and clicks with some serious game come tee time.
Yeah, I mean, they're good golfers at the end of the day as well. They can get the opportunities that we do. They deserve it. Like I said, they're driving the game in a different way to the typical pro, so it's awesome for them to have the opportunity. And at the end of the day, we all want to kind of be on the tour at some point, and they're, like I said, as much as they're content creators, they're also just golfers at the same time.
And while we're still a few days out from learning the results of the Q, Drew is already looking ahead to the Classic, detailing just how much it would mean to him to play in front of tens of thousands of fans just miles away from his college town.
I feel like it would be just a great experience to really represent Coastal and hopefully put them on the map a bit more, because it's such a great program, and yeah, it would be awesome.
The Q airs in full on May 5th at noon on Play Golf Myrtle Beach's YouTube channel, and we'll be offering a link to it on our website, WMBFnews.com. Classic Countdown's taking a break for now, but in just a few minutes, we'll be taking you out to the Dunes Golf and Beach Club, showing you everything that goes into getting the course tournament ready. That and more on the other side.
Welcome back to Classic Countdown 25. I'm Mary Margaret Ellison. The Dunes Golf and Beach Club is now less than a full week out from welcoming the PGA Tour back in. What exactly goes into getting the course tournament ready? That's a question we here at WMBF Sports sought out to answer.
Mornings at the Dunes Club start early. The course's grounds crew heads out at 6 a.m. each day.
The calm before the storm now.
But that daily work pales in comparison
Everyone loves mowing fairways.
to the preparations needed to bring a PGA Tour event to the club.
The planning goes in months, if not years in advance.
That's Steve Hamilton, the Dunes Club Director of Agronomy, who oversees the course's maintenance and ensures it's up to par.
Guys stripe it and they take pride in their straight lines and they're just the way it looks.
And while the club has hosted a number of big tournaments in the past, it hadn't been a PGA Tour stop until last year, something Hamilton says required his staff to make a few adjustments.
We definitely had to address some of the championship tee boxes. We did that in the first year prior to our first year. So that was a big, big renovation for us prior to. Usually when you are granted a tour stop, it's, 2 seasons, 3 seasons in advance, and we were 11 months. So that was kind of playing a little bit of hurry up for that first year.
Those adjustments continue this year, with Hamilton telling us the second annual Classic will present some new challenges, even for pro golfers already familiar with its layout.
We were asked to grow the rough a little bit taller once the tour got here, so in the process of doing that now. We've kept it at a certain height for our membership throughout the spring, but we have since switched the height of cut of the primary rough, and so it's going to be a little bit tougher, a little bit taller.
Morning, Richard. How are you? Good.
That rough, as well as the fairways, greens, and bunkers, meticulously maintained by dozens of full-time staff members, as well as some local students.
Yeah, Warrior Georgetown has been a great partner for us. We employ 6 to 8 students currently, and we'll have 2 or 3 times as many volunteers from Warrior Georgetown that will be coming out during that tournament week, helping us prepare both before and after tournament play.
The partnership, we're told, is mutually beneficial, with the Dunes Club getting some much-needed prep help and participating students getting invaluable hands-on experience.
I want to make sure that everyone's getting some questions answered. This may be the first time for a lot of individuals in and around a tournament. So, a lot of those guys have questions. Why are you doing this? Or I see we're doing this morning and we didn't do this yesterday morning. Why is that?
And after a week-long whirlwind ending in the crowning of a champion, the PGA Tour leaves town just as quickly as it came in. But both the setup and teardown work are a labor of love for folks like Hamilton, who just feel blessed to be a part of it all.
It's a different profession, it really is. You have to enjoy it. I tell guys you have to somewhat be a morning person. We do get up pretty early, but there's a lot of benefits with that too. You get to see, especially with us being along the coast, you get to see the sunrise every morning, and the piece of property that we're on is so special. Sometimes you take it for granted when you have things like this that you're trying to prepare for, but it's a very enjoyable profession, and I've been fortunate enough to been doing it now for almost 30 years, so it's been wonderful for me.
Coming up, we've got more action straight ahead. We're breaking down everything you fans need to know before you head out to the Dunes Club next week. Classic Countdown 25 continues in just a few minutes.
Play at the Classic doesn't officially begin until next Thursday, but fans of both golf and pop culture will get a treat if they show up the day before. Wednesday at the Dunes Golf and Beach Club will feature the tournament's Celebrity Pro-Am, which is open to the public and features big household names like Kevin Costner, Kurt Russell, and of course, North Myrtle Beach's Vanna White. This all comes thanks to the event's new partnership with private jet charter company ONEFlight International, whose CEO tells me one of his main goals for this year's Classic was to bring some of Hollywood's brightest stars right here to the Grand Strand.
I thought we have to tie in the celebrities. We have to bring some bigger action than just golf itself.
The celebrities will be joined by 2 of the tournament's 132 pro golfers for 9 holes apiece, as well as a team of amateur partners. And we'll learn the exact tee times just 5 days from now on May 6th. If music is more of your thing, tournament organizers have got you covered, as this year's Classic will also offer a pair of concerts, just like last year. 2024's event brought the Swingin' Medallions and Thompson Square to town, but this year attendees will be treated to performances from Tyler Hubbard and chairman of the board. Hubbard is a multi-platinum artist who rose to fame as the lead singer of Florida Georgia Line, and will also be making an appearance at this year's Carolina Country Music Fest. While the chairman of the board are a Detroit-based group who had some big hits in the 70s. Admission to both shows is free for Myrtle Beach Classic ticket holders, and chairman of the board will take the stage after the first round of play wraps up on Thursday, while Hubbard is set to perform on Saturday night.
During play, you spectators will have more options than ever to both eat and shop. Organizers will have a unique store called the Sand Bucket Surf Shop set up that will sell one-of-a-kind beach-themed merch ranging from staples like t-shirts and hoodies to towels and surfboards. On top of its traditional concession stands, the Classic will also bring in food trucks for a food court area inside its fan zone, which will sit right next to its 17th green. We caught up with a number of fans in that area last year, one of whom told us it's the place to be for those looking for more entertainment outside the 5 days of golf action.
Seeing all the people that come down here to Myrtle Beach and just on Wednesday getting to interact with some of the pros during the pro-am, it's all just been an amazing experience, and seeing all these people come from all around.
Gates are set to open to the public at 6:30 on each day of the tournament, and shuttles will bring you spectators into the Dunes Club for a number of outside lots, including one outside the old Myrtle Beach Mall. We here at WMBF News will be out at the course all week long, so make sure to come up and say hi if you see us. We'll be kicking off our live all-day tournament coverage next Wednesday morning on WMBF News Today, and following all of the action out on the links both on air and online through our 11 o'clock show on Sunday night. From all of us here at WMBF News, good night, and we'll see you all at tea time.
Thank you for watching Classic Countdown, sponsored by these fine businesses.